Hello, it's Uncommon Fossil, and I want to talk about the jumpin' events and how that relates to the new set in Magic the Gathering, Phyrexia, All Will Be One. I talked about before in just a general overview video of what to do when the new set comes out. The idea that in the past that the jumpin' event would put together, they had 10 packs from the newest set, and you would only choose cards from those packs. So it all would have been then Phyrexia All will be one in this case. However, Magic has not done that in this case. And Wizards of the Coast hasn't given any announcements about this, so it's taken a few days for some people in the community to figure out what's happening. And I'll want to point out Planeswalker Stronghold, and he has a video which I'll provide a link to with information on Jumpin' and what they've done. What's happened is there are 60 decks, Jump-In decks to choose from the past. And now they have created 10 new decks for Phyrexia All We Want. In fact, I have grabbed one of them in an event that was called Science. So, but what they're doing now is essentially when you do a Jump-In event, you're choosing randomly given choices from all 70 packs now, the 60 old ones and the 10 of Phyrexia. All will be one. And the way it is, you will only get choices from the decks that you haven't chosen, assuming you haven't chosen them all yet. So it creates a funny situation. I think there is some value for as a budget player and a new player, but because I haven't done many Jump-In events, the odds of getting the new packs are reduced. So I will do some Jump-In events, but I won't push in it too much. That's my thought. So I will go through it. Let's see what happens here. So I pay my 1,000 coins, never pay in gems. I have, see, Double Trouble, Humans, and Venom. And Venom is one of the new packs, so with the new set. So I'm definitely going to take that. So I'm picking Venom, and I believe Venom is actually a pretty strong one from what I've heard. So I'm very pleased with that. And then my other choices are Onslaught, Tough, and Educated. None of these are from the new one, but I got one Phyrexia pack, so that's pretty good. So what do I want to do? I don't actually. I don't know why it gave me Tough because I already did that one. I'm pretty sure. So that's odd that I got that a duplicate because I haven't really done that many. I think I'll just do two types anyway. So I haven't done a lot of black. So although flying is nice. So I'm going to grab Onslaught because I haven't done a lot of black type, so getting some more cards for that can be useful. So I'm playing Venom, Onslaught. So I have black. It also has red and green. So I could look at the deck to see what it is, but I'll just concede. There's no penalty for losses, so I'm just going to jump into a game without looking at it. Hurts the win rate potentially, but again, if the game doesn't go well in the first couple turns with these Jump-In events, you just hit concede. That's kind of the attitude I approach it with, and probably most people do. In fact, some people just do the Jump-In events to grab the packs and nothing else. But you do get one card, I think, for the efforts. And I'll just say go ahead and do it. I'm a little low on land, heavy on creatures. Actually, you get a free mulligan, so I will do that because I'm not loving this set here. So I'm waiting for my opponent to decide if they are going to mulligan or not. I don't know why they're quite taking so long. It's not obviously thought is useful, but it's only worth so much thought. So flying, I always like flying creatures because it gives the potential that my opponent can't block them. All right, a little more land. All right, that seems good. I'd rather keep 7 cards. So what do I want? Let's see. If I have a green, I can play him. So I might do that, but I also might want to play a land that enters tap just to put me in a better position for next turn. So I'll put that out. Starts tapped, and that's okay. I might actually play another land that's tapped next turn, because now I do have one creature I can do. So I'm going to throw him out there. See if my opponent chooses to counter it. I have the potential to tap it, but I don't believe I could do that this turn. So let me just throw this out, get some more land types. So now I have green, black, or red for land that I can choose from. All right, so what do I want to do here? Sorcery. I think I want to choose. Wait, I want to throw in a land that's not tapped this time, so I can draw a card if I want. So that's not bad. The toxic option's not bad at all. So I'm going to try that. I haven't played with the toxic from the new set yet at all, so go ahead and do that. I might as well put a counter, an oil counter on him, I think. And see what that says. I don't know if that actually was smart with this deck. Remove an oil counter, and then I can untap a land in the future. All right, my opponent has the option to do some countering or something, or play something, and that's fine. So I can untap a land on a future turn because of that. I think that's probably okay. It only does 1 damage. There's a decent chance my opponent could counter it. So, maybe I just should have gone ahead and attacked. I'm not sure. I certainly would like to get these toxic counters on my opponent. Right now the toxic value is 1. I don't know that, because it has toxic, but it's limited to the number of cards, I'm sure, in my set that have toxic in it. I'm probably going to be pretty limited to that. So what do I have here? Well, that's not bad. I want to get a... all right, throw him out tapped. That's not bad. So deals power. So I should knock him out. We each get a poison counter, and now I will put a second poison counter on my opponent, so they have 2. So we'll see. If I get to 10, if my opponent has 10 poison counters, they lose instantly. The odds of actually grinding up to 10, I don't think are that good. Poison's probably not that effective. I haven't used poison before though, so therefore it's kind of fun to do. So anyway, so Venom is one of the new is one of the dex pieces from the new set, as well as Science, which I grabbed last time. So I may do a few more. Getting some of the new cards is certainly useful. And you do get a reward for your first win in these jumping events, so I want to take advantage of that. I do need to get, I think, 2 more wins today, so no reason not to try to work towards those 2 wins. So what do I want to do here? Let's see, 3. That's down to 1 land, but I would like to get a card. So let me get a second land into play. I do have that instant, so I might want to take advantage of him at some point. So let me attack all. I might use my instant if they block me, because I don't want to get knocked out with either of these cards. So it looks like my opponent's not choosing to block, so no reason to do that. All right, so end turn. So this guy had flashback. So I do have the option of flashback with him. So that's why viral spawning is there. It costs 3, 1 green and 2 colorless lands. I don't know if colorless is the right thing. 2 lands of any type and 1 green. Oh, pass. Oh, I'm sorry. I was wondering why that was glowing. Apologize to my opponent for not being on top of things. So I could block. There's probably no reason not to block here, is it? They don't knock me out. We don't knock each other out, so I just stop them from doing damage as it is. They probably have some spell to cast. They have all their mana still to use this turn. I can get all right, so I'm going to get knocked out. Do I want to get... I might as well play that. Gives me indestructibility and death touch, so I won't get knocked out, but they will. It's not a super valuable card on my part, but it's always nicer not to lose something. I'm not sure. Was that correct or not? They should not have done that because I should not get knocked out, right? Because I am indestructible. They kind of threw away those cards. And okay. And they concede, so the deck works. I had another toxic card I could play towards going towards that. So that game worked out pretty well. So as you see, I get that for a daily win, and then I claim my prize of 1 card. So an uncommon there. So that's nice to get. So there you go. So you do have, within the jump-in events, there are Phyrexia Albuin packs to choose from, but it's a bit random what you're going to get. So the value is certainly reduced from the past, but there still is reason to do jump-ins. So I think I'm going to just take a measured approach. I'll probably do some less jump-ins than I would normally because I want to make sure I save up about 50,000 gold from my standpoint to do quick drafts, because that gets me 10 quick drafts, and I think I'm going to need at least that many to get the level of gems I want. So again, I recommend checking out Planeswalker Stronghold. Look at the video there, and hopefully you have a good day playing Magic. Take care.